Hey fellow travelers, and welcome back to more adventures with your Into Paradise We Travel crew. We are so happy you stopped by. If you have ever wanted to take your family on a trip to the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone and don't have weeks to devote to an itinerary or the funds, we're here to share with you exactly how we packed all of the best sites into 12 days. But before we hop into the video, make sure to hit subscribe so you won't miss any of the travel content we have coming out for you. So let's get to the good stuff. We've narrowed down some top sites to help get you the most out of your trip with some budget-friendly ways to do this. While visiting the Grand Tetons, we elected to stay in Driggs, Idaho. We found ideal lodging here, a townhouse with beautiful views and a quiet neighborhood. Driggs and Victor, Idaho are ideal stays for families and couples that want a nice rental that won't break the bank. There was also a very nice grocery store in the town of Driggs that surprised us with all it had to offer. The drive from Driggs to the Grand Tetons National Park was about 30 minutes, give or take on the road conditions and what time of year you visit. So here are 7 ways to explore the Grand Tetons. Number 1, in Grand Teton National Park, we visited Mormon Row, which offers incredible views of the Tetons. This sightseeing is free and is best visited early in the morning for spectacular sunrise photos. Number 2, make sure to take the aerial tram from the Teton Village to the top of the world summit. Here you can find hiking trails, good skiing during certain times of the year, and some of the best waffles at Corbett's Cabin. Number 3, enjoy the Jackson Hole Rodeo. This is a family-friendly event that is held during the summer months, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, starting at 8 p.m. If you are willing to spend a little extra money and want a backstage pass into the rodeo, check out our video on the Jackson Hole Rodeo VIP experience. We have linked the video below. Number 4, take a float trip on the Snake River. You can get incredible views of the Grand Tetons from this very relaxing float on the river. We even spotted some wildlife on our trip. You have a captain that will guide you along the river so you can sit back and relax. They even provide blankets since it can be chilly during summer. Once you finish your float trip, make sure to stop at Dornan's for some delicious pizza. Number 5, take a hike. There is so much hiking to be found in the Grand Tetons. Other than your feet to enter the park, the hiking trails are free. If you want a deeper dive into hiking in the Tetons, we have linked another video below. Number 6, take a boat ride across Jenny Lake. This will run you about $20 per adult round trip, or you can take a one-way for $12 and hike back around the lake to the parking lot. Number 7, explore the Elk Refuge. We rented a UTV. This is an exhilarating way to explore the Grand Tetons. To rent a UTV, the cost is more on the pricey side, but it is well worth the views and fun if you can swing it. Otherwise, you could drive your personal vehicle or bike the refuge. After leaving the Grand Tetons, we headed over to Yellowstone National Park. For lodging, we opted to rent a cabin. Ours was a small cabin in the town of Cameron, Montana, just on the outskirts of West Yellowstone. We loved the peace and tranquility of having a cabin where we could cook some of our meals at home. West Yellowstone is on the west side of the park and offers shopping, restaurants, and an airport. You will be best driving into the park since there is so much to see and so much landmass to cover. But be aware of the bison jams that can occur frequently. You may have to sit in traffic until these magnificent animals decide to move out of the roadway. After paying your entrance fee into the park, you can visit these sites for free. Number 1, Upper and Lower Falls. Number 2, Dragon's Mouth Spring and the hypothermal springs in the area. Number 3, Old Faithful. This geyser is a popular stop. The parking lot will be crowded, but there are benches to sit while waiting for the next geyser eruption. Estimated times for the eruptions are posted at the site. Number 4, Grand Prismatic. No stop in Yellowstone is complete until you take in this iconic site. You can walk along the boardwalk, but the best views of the hot spring is accessed on the Fairy Falls Trail that will give you beautiful views of the springs. Number 5, if your budget allows, go horseback riding in Gardner, Montana. This was an incredible experience far off the beaten path. We were guided through the mountains with breathtaking views. As you can see, there is so much to do and see in these 2 national parks that you can complete in a shortened itinerary that won't cost you a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, make sure to let us know in the comments. Until next time, safe travels, friends.